What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be finally reviewing RIPD 2 Rise of the Damned. And a lot of people, probably including myself, was surprised that we even got a sequel to this franchise because the first one, honestly, I think was really good. Of course, it had Ryan Reynolds, and I believe who else did it have? It had Ryan Reynolds, and it also had Jeff Bridges in there as well. I keep forgetting. Uh, and also had Kevin Bacon in here as well. And it was a good movie. It came out in 2013, so it was a little bit of an older film. And now the second one is on Netflix right now, so if you guys want to give it a shot, go check it out. It is on Netflix, so go enjoy it. Starring Jeffrey Donovan and, of course, Richard Brake, Carrie Nuppy. So basically what it is we had Jeffrey Donovan's character. He plays as a sheriff in, I think it's the 1800s on this one, and he gets killed during a robbery gone wrong, and he goes to the RIPD to handle the spirits just like it was in the first one. Now, this movie did go straight to DVD as well as also on streaming to, unfortunately, where he gets stuck with a partner from another time frame to where, of course, they have their avatars where they don't look like themselves and they can't go near their family because it's against the rules. And he has to go up against this demon lord that is trying to get all these demons come out of hell so he can rule over Earth, and it comes in contact with his soon-to-be son-in-law that's kidnapped, and he has to put away his own pride aside and everything else and who he is, so that way he can go along and be able to become who he is. So, between the character he plays, Roy, who is a sheriff, again with Janine, who is played by Penelope Mitchell, who we find out who is the original Joan of Arc, who was like the first warrior. Now, what's really cool about this is, again, with this film, there is some comedy, there is some corniness, I will say, to this film. I think the first one was better than this one. I don't think, honestly, the acting was that good. It kind of just felt like one of those, again, movies that go straight to DVD just for a reason. I mean, I will say, though, the whole RIPD genre is very well done. I mean, to a certain degree, I like the idea of being able of someone that has done a lot of good, or was a cop, or some type of lawman in a way, or a warrior that has to continue to fight evil even in the afterlife for however long. So again, it was a good film to a certain degree overall, but overall it was still kind of, I would say, disappointing and kind of corny, and it just was one of those probably I would not want to go back to rewatch it again, because at the same time it just gets very, like, you kind of know what's going to happen, and a lot of the jokes kind of fall off the rails. There's sometimes where the jokes don't go like you think, and when I say that, there's a scene to where the character for Roy just keeps doing the same thing over and over again, and it kind of gets tiresome over that. And then same thing with Penelope Mitchell's character, it gets tiring over and over again because you kind of know what's going to happen, and you're just waiting for the next scene. Or some of the characters were just very boring, or just didn't make sense, or it just was. I mean, and I'm not saying the storyline wasn't like the worst in the world, but at the same time, it could have been a lot better. But overall, I think RIPD 2 could have been better, in my opinion. Again, I like the Western feel that they were going for, but it could have been taken in a better direction. Especially since they wanted to go, I would say, in a better direction to begin with. And again, if you guys saw the first one, you should probably know what I mean, to where it kind of went backwards instead of forwards, like continuing with Ryan Reynolds, or continuing with something a little bit a few years before all that happened, or with Jeff Bridges' character, for example, or something of that nature. I mean, again, RIPD has a lot of history that they could do with this film and everything, but at the same time, it just gets tiresome because you never know what's going to happen. But overall, like I said, decent movie, probably not the best movie, but overall, give it a shot. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments, and I'll see you as always on the next one.